Hey, we're going into grilling season. I'm so thankful. It brings me a lot of joy to grill. It's something that I love. So, what are you going to bring to the barbecue? Do you want to put something on the grill? Do you have a different side? What's your go-to?
Oh, if I'm grilling,
Yeah.
it's ribeyes all day.
Yeah.
That's my go-to.
Tell me your process
Process of what?
For the ribeye. What are you going to prep it? How do you cook it?
I know we ate ribeyes last night. I don't go crazy.
Okay.
I'm a light seasoning guy. Sometimes it's salt and pepper, very simple.
Okay. So
Yeah.
last night was out of the wheelhouse, huh?
Yeah, I'm not a huge marinade guy. I like to taste like the meat.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe it's just because I was raised in the South. Look, this is not pretty this thing up. Just need it. One of the best pieces of steak I've ever had was a T-bone. My dad made it on a little charcoal grill. We were tailgating, just salt and pepper. Bam. It was great. Because that charcoal would just give it a ton of flavor.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm a ribeye guy. I'll tell you a side that I love. I don't make it. I've made it once or twice, but if I see it at a restaurant or in the grocery store, I'm getting it. And it's buffalo chicken dip. Dude,
Okay.
I could crush some buffalo chicken dip.
Gotcha.
So next time I'm in Wisconsin.
Yep. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
It's yours.
So I'm gonna go exactly opposite. I'm a huge sauce guy. I'm a huge marinade guy.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm gonna go heavy on that. I don't know how you say the brand correctly. Is it Ichiban?
Is it the Japanese barbecue sauce?
Yeah. Yep. Please sponsor us. We gladly. Well,
yeah.
I'll get bigger. The all of their sauces.
You'll get bigger physically or bigger.
Both, all the things,
like followers,
and that,
okay.
yeah, clearly, very, very influential at this point. Do a lot of barbecue episodes. So that's gonna be one of them, and then another brand that I want to shout out is a huge fan of Meat Church.
Yeah,
the dude is a good guy. From what I understand him to be on YouTube, and they do good work there. So it would be that, and then my other go-to, I do these within my meal prep, but people also love them. Sweet potatoes. Cut them in half, boil them for about 20 minutes-ish so that they're soft. Take them off, cut into them, kind of crisscross them, sauce them, season them, throw them on the smoker, and let them smoke. So when they come off, they're kind of crispy around the edge, but they're already perfectly cooked. They're good for meal prep, and people will crush them. And they're good.
I'm not a sweet potato guy, and I've had those, and they are amazing. They are
Thanks,
amazing.
Man. Yeah,
I just don't have time for a smoker. It just takes too long.
Yeah. Well, you just got to slow down your life.
I'm the only guy. Well, I'm in my 40s now. There's something about men when they get 30.
Yeah.
Especially when they get married, kids, it's like, oh my God, I've got to have a grill.
Yeah.
And it's just that's when I get around other guys.
Yep.
It seems like the conversation will at some point flow to what kind of grill you got? Are you barbecuing this week? It's it's kind of common.
So here's the thing, and I respect the angle they're coming from, but the reason that the smoker works out so well to me is because it does take so long. So I have a half hour to an hour, right, to go do a bunch of other tasks, and then it's done, and then I eat. So I'm usually filling that in. It's always clean up chores around the house. In the summer, I can do my whole. I manually mow my yard.
Oh my God!
Yeah, it's. I know. Take it easy. Okay, here's the thing. Let me set the scene. You're out tending your own yard, right? Walking through your grass. Sometimes I do it barefoot. Don't judge me. Walking through your grass as you're doing your nonsense. And you have this aroma of what you're making. My hound is drooling on the deck, and I'm right behind her.
Yeah.
All right, let's jump in. Yesterday at the leaders retreat, I just had this calling. I was about to go into and check in on how to figure out your team's why. And I don't know, something that was in the room. I was like, I want to check in and just get the temperature in here, get the pulse a little bit. So we went around and I'd asked the question, within your work, right? Whatever you're doing, why are you doing it, right? What is the reasoning behind it? What is giving you achievement, fulfillment? So we went around the room. It got emotional. Apparently I'm getting nicknamed as the guy that likes to make people cry in a good way. And then today, as we get Silver Salon, you're jumping into the team's meeting to kick off the week. I'm in this Zoom men's leadership group, and the conversation today was on our motivation behind work. So I wanted to talk on it, call it the 4 Ps. So let's get, for you visual people, I want you to think of it as a ladder, right? And at the base of the ladder, that's for a paycheck. The next one up is passion. The next rung up is going to be philanthropy. And at the top of the ladder is going to be purpose. So it basically is what we're going from is, I do this because I need to make a paycheck. Not very inspiring,
No.
right? I do this because this is my purpose. This is my calling, right?
And
That's
how many
top.
people you think never get off rung one of the ladder?
Yeah. Well, so I think it's interesting. I actually think that you go through this cycle throughout life,
Okay.
right? You get to a space where we're like, 16 months, something like that into a startup, right? At this phase of it, it's massively about purpose, right?
Mm-hmm.
To be honest with you, I mean, neither one of us are getting rich off this thing right now, right? So for us, if we were at a phase in life right now that the paycheck, no, I need that, right? If we were at that rung right now, I don't know that we'd be operating this thing the way that we are.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's actually one of the things, and it was something we talked on yesterday. It's like, I'm to the belief that no matter what, like, yes, we all have to make a living, right? But I do think that we move through these phases all the time. And I think my story about it is, it was something that I went into yesterday because there were a few answers in the room that were like, at the end of the day, you're doing it because you need to pay for groceries or something of that nature. It's just not very inspiring.
Right.
And, doing what we do, I believe, and that was why I shifted that session yesterday, is because I think if you want to lead people, gosh, if someone came to you and was like, Evan, why are you trying to inspire me when I don't see you living an inspired life? Right?
Yeah.
So when you think about that, like how do you move through the ladder as a human?
I used to work for a church before I came onto the salon, and they talked about purpose all the time. Like, what's your purpose? They said, this is right off the cuff. So they said, your passion and where opportunities lie is where your purpose is. So my passion is serving people.
Mm-hmm.
The opportunity is the refined network. It's Silver Salon. That's the vessel, which equals my purpose. And I thought that was so good. So they talked about purpose all the time. So I think in my 30s is when I started to hear about this, my early 30s. And I was like, I don't want to just work a job for a paycheck, because I'm sure I could go work for some corporate place and make good money.
Oh,
and, have the weekends off. But like, that's not, I'm not passionate about that.
Nope.
I'm passionate about the grind and, we're coming off the leaders retreat. Thanks for time stamping that, by the way.
You're welcome.
So that was
always
leading
my pleasure.
leading up to that was like so much. And then going through the weekend, and now here's the day after and we're recording. Like, most people would be like, that's exhausting.
Yeah.
If you don't have the purpose, if you don't have the passion, if it's a paycheck, yes, it is exhausting. I flew in last week, and I was supposed to come in on Monday evening. Some storms came through, so I flew out Tuesday morning. I just went ahead and rescheduled it like 8 hours ahead. I'm like, listen, I know how this is going to play out. I'm going to get to the airport, get checked in, going to get delayed, cancel. I'm going to have to try to find a hotel. That morning, I'm like, just go ahead and reschedule me. So I boarded the plane at 5:20.
Yeah.
No, that's when we took off.
Okay. Yeah, you were up there at like 3 a.m.
Yeah, it was. I got up at 3:15. It was miserable. So I got here at 10:30 that morning.
Yeah.
Aaron's out of town, so I go to the salon. Well, I walk in, and one of our associates says, "What are you doing here?" I was like, "I work here."
Yeah.
And she just kind of chuckled, and like, I love her, but she doesn't, like, she probably, if we were sitting here right now, she'll be like, oh, that's why you show up, because it's the purpose.
Yeah.
Like, I have a purpose. I love coming to work. We built a place that I'm like, I love to come here.
Literally, man.
Why would I build a place where I wouldn't want to be?
I tell you, it's so interesting to me, the things and the thought process and the things that we share. Again, I've quoted this before, but people like us do things like this. The amount of times that I've flown back from here and literally drove the 10, 11 minute drive from the airport to Anagen and straight into something, like,
well, last time you went and worked front desk,
yeah,
like, as soon as you came,
literally right off the plane, like plane, dead battery in a car, got it jumped. I left the light on because I flew it at stupid o'clock in the morning, so I wouldn't miss the flight. Love, shout out Delta. But yeah, you're exactly right, dude. There was a situation that happened, and my belief is, like, I am here to serve our team. Roxy showed up, opened up. There was a scheduling issue. And my first thing was, I was like, it's a Saturday. You already served this team for a whole damn week. Like, please go and get your reset and, like, happy to go in. And I always look at it too, like, when you do the thing that's unexpected, man, and it's not that I expect to be served by it, but there's some, like, magical piece of, like, oh no, like, you can do hard things.
Yep.
Like, would I complain on that? Not for a moment. The whole idea is I'm here to serve, right? So
yeah, and if you were doing that for a paycheck, you'd been like huffing and puffing and, just been like, well, what if we just go without?
Yeah.
But there's a purpose there. And your purpose, you just said it, was to serve.
Yeah.
That's why you did it.
Yep.
So you could serve someone.
Ironically, it's funny that you say that, because, like, all of my reasons were reasons of, first, serving Roxy. Next, I'm to the belief that we are a commissioned W-2 salon. So those humans, part of that whole agreement that we have with them is to give them support, right? So, like, I'm to the side of it that, like, if it's a rarity that there's the right reason to not have someone up there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I want to be open-minded to that, so I'm not, coming in like a drill sergeant, but at all costs, I want that thing covered. And, ironically, I even thought, I was like, well, and you know what? I'm capable to do this. It's a Saturday. I'm going to be out of here by 4. And also, from a budgetary standpoint, save the company a little bit of labor, right? All right. Hey, shameless plug. We want to continue to serve. Check out the App Store. Type in The Refined Network. It's available both on Apple and Android. Here's the thing. It's a way that we can continue to serve you. All of our podcasts, all of our digital resources, and our community is there. Here's the thing. We believe that we're better together. Back to the episode.
I'm sure we've said this on the podcast, but I'll say it the rest of my life, telling ourselves, you can do hard things.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. In the scheme of things, you working front desk after being here, flying in early, you're tired. In some situations, that's not really a hard situation.
No.
You can make it a hard situation.
Yeah.
But, like, I know people come popping up in my mind right now. I'm like, that's a hard situation.
Yep.
And you can always find the negative in about every situation.
100%.
You're like, you know what? I can step in, I can serve.
Yep.
And that's what fuels us. So, like, what would you say if a salon owner is listening to this right now and they're like, you know what? I had a purpose.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm just in the hamster wheel, in the grind.
Yeah.
And my passion was hot. It's not as hot anymore.
Yeah.
And they're just kind of just unlocking the door, open the door. People coming in, working, and they're closing the door. Like, it's just a routine.
Yeah.
What would you tell that salon owner?
In my mind, I go to, like, what makes it magical for you? Like, what's something that you haven't done in a while that's something that used to be your favorite thing? I think of it right away right now. Like, I told Ren, I was like, I love Ren. Ren is amazing. And then she's such an asset, and she's such a great human also. But I told her, I was like, hey, when we get back, like, mid-May to early June, like, I need to get back behind the camera. Like, I want to do something that's creative and something that's above and beyond just, like, natural light portraiture and videography. Like, big studio lights, the whole 9 yards, right? And as I'm doing that, we're going to be training 2 new people to also assist Ren. So, right away, dude, that's exactly it. Like, that is my magic. Find your magic. Find that thing. Like, if it's training people how to do a specific haircut, do a day of that, right? Do the thing that creates the magic. I think that's going to help you find, it'll refuel your purpose. It'll give you passion. That experience that you have, I'm already thinking about it today, getting to watch and listen. I'm on that Zoom call and I'm literally listening to Ren setting the people up in the hallway as she was taking portraits. And I knew, I was like, okay, she's doing great. And she was doing some things I set her up, but I've not, as we talked in an earlier episode, you'd have to be a part of the community to listen to that. So go get in the community. But I thought of when you said, you're like, we do it alongside of each other. The moment I was off that Zoom call, I was like, hey, Ren, you're asking these 2 questions. Here's like, you're like, hey, are you smiling? Are you more of a smiling person or are you a serious person? Whereas I go to it, what brings you joy? Where do you feel powerful? If I'm setting someone up for a portrait, huge difference there.
Yeah,
right.
That's good.
So again, like find that magic, create the experience, create the event. All your to-dos are still going to be there if you have them written down. And if you don't be a terrorist to yourself in your mind.
I think that's really good because I've never really thought about this until you said it. Like, we have Ren, she does all of our video editing.
Yeah.
I love editing videos.
You're good at it too.
And well, thank you. But like when I have 8 of them, or the Artist Academy, 38, it's a little exhausting, but I think it brings me joy. And this is something I need to verbalize to Ren, because if I do one, she's probably thinking,
try and take her job again.
Am I not doing it good enough? Why is he doing it? But doing a video edit, is it the best use of my time? Probably not. But if it makes me have more of I wouldn't say a purpose. It's not my purpose to do videos, but it's like, what do you call it? The word's slipping me. Instant gratification.
Yeah.
You can just see, you have nothing and you create this. You've seen me do this when I have an intro, music behind it. I'm like, dude, watch this.
Dude,
I'm like, I light up.
Yeah.
When it's done, I'm like, that's what I envisioned.
Evan, what you did with the retailing video that we shot for Lanza, we came back into town, went home. I think you put the kids to bed, loaded the car back up with gear, came to the salon, filmed it at 11 o'clock at night.
Dude, my body was saying no.
After a full day. It was
a lot.
The magic that you made come through in that edit. Dude, and here's the interesting thing.
Dude, you're missing my best one, the Leaders Retreat video. Dude, we were crying watching that. I was like, watch this. In the back of my head, I usually don't think that. I'm like, this one's good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you know.
Yeah, I was like, man, this thing turned out. And what I love when you're editing videos, I don't want to get too much into this because people are like, what are we talking about? Is when the clips just fall in line.
Yep.
And you're just like, I didn't even edit that, but it just worked out great.
Yeah, that's that magic. Now, in that space of it, how does it serve, right? In the 2 examples we gave, I think they're very different, right? Yours is going into a space and arguably though, I would look at that from a marketing standpoint, that is a hero product, right? That's something that if we tried to say hey, we're going to try and distill down the leadership review, right? The leadership retreat review. We're going to try and distill down 2.5 days of an experience and do so in a minute, 90 seconds, something of that nature.
Yeah.
That is masterful, right? Now, in the same way, what I'm talking about doing is setting up a project, jumping in with a couple people, training them up, right? That's the thing. And it's a both and, right? You might do that and it gives you the fuel. That marketing piece you put out brings in the gig that we didn't have yet, right? In my scenario, 2 people are now able to assist Ren, and I've done my core passion, which is lead people up, right? Bring it forward.
Would your answer be any different for a stylist?
Yeah. So if this is actually one that I went into my mind before I asked them this question yesterday. If I was a stylist and I felt like I was just doing this, right, I would say, what is the work that I want to be doing? And I would do some personal work. I would I would either, put out something on social media about some work that I want to do. My story is that if you're an established person, I still believe that you can get paid for it, right? I don't think you have to do it for free. If you're at a place in your career where it is very different and you do not have direct access to someone, you might have to, negotiate a little bit of your value exchange. But if I was an artist and I was feeling a little checked out, I always lean into the craft. Lean into the craft. Think of hey, from my experience, I always tell people, if you cut inspired, you can tell, right? I'll shout out Caitlin, Jen on our team. There's times, dude, that if I'm just on a day that I'm not in it for whatever reason, I need a reset, I'll literally just stop and watch them cut. They are so good and they're so intentional. I literally could have a camera on them 24/7 and they always would be great because they're just, they get into that flow state and you can watch it happen. Right.
Yep.
So that's what I would do.
I think, getting up in the morning, if there's somebody thinking I'm not sure where I'm at, purpose wise, if you don't get up in the morning and think about the great things you get to do that day, I would question, maybe you need maybe you kind of went off the track of the map and you need to find out where that path is.
Yep. 100%.
And we've done that inside the Refined Network with salon owners.
Yep.
They're you know what? I mean, because here's another thing. If you're not making money, that could burn out your passion, right?
Yeah.
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 I mean,
then life gets stressful.
I mean, if our salon was not profitable,
yeah,
that would definitely kill the passion.
Yeah.
I'm passionate about it, but I'm passionate about my family as well.
Yeah.
And if it's not providing for our family and providing for our staff, then what's the purpose?
Yeah.
Right.
And I think if, as we've been going through this conversation and to close this up, because, hey, I'm going to reverse timestamp this one. I've never got to do this before. Get ready. You're going to like it.
Uh-oh.
Erin Silver is about to walk in those doors over there and we got her for I think 25 minutes. So,
okay.
If, as we've been talking through this conversation, through this episode, if you're hey, I could use a little bit of help moving around this ladder, right? We have a specific product for that is growth coaching. It's on all of our socials, or send an email to hello@therefinednetwork.com. We'd love to serve you. Cause here's the thing, moving around that ladder, that my story is that you should always be moving around that ladder.
Yep. Thanks for listening.